Hello, my fellow humans. This is Krista, mother of migraines, um, intending to post my highs and lows for today. Um, just a couple of um, caveats, I guess. I've slept one night in the last 7 nights, so I am exceedingly overtired, and it's making my headache just worse and worse and worse. And yeah, the other one is that I'm going to be discussing some things that people might not want to hear. So if that's okay, if the things that I list are things that you do not want to hear about, then I'm okay with you. Obviously you need to take care of you. So skip this video. I'll try to make a chipper one next time. So some of the things I'm going to be talking about are addiction, drugs, pain management, suicidal ideation, depression, anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder. I think that's the full list. I think so. If any of those things sound like things that might trigger you, then please, like I said, you can just come back and check me out another day, or give me a little like on your way out. Not that I'm really doing this for a job. I'm not doing this for a job. I'm doing this because I, honest to God, don't think people really understand. I mean, I've videoed myself in some pretty bad places, but I'm gonna say this is probably the worst that I videoed myself. I'm sorry, I need water. Oh, cut off all my hair. I know, very controversial, but I was cutting it short so that it will grow a little bit longer and will grow into what I want it to be. But anyway, not important, but sometimes it is important. I got my nails done, I got my hair cut. I can't afford it. I couldn't afford it, but I needed some self-care. I just can't even give enough props to self-care and whoever came up with that concept, because it hasn't always been a thing, especially for women. If this was 100 years ago, I would have been put in some sort of sanitarium, because I was one of those ladies that was crazy and I had headaches all the time. Never mind, it's an actual diagnosis that I have, but okay, I'm gonna try to sit still and try to breathe. Okay. Alright. I've had this migraine, I want to say 8 or 9 days. In the last 7 days, I've only slept one night, and I don't remember if it was yesterday or the day before. The days are just blurring into each other. It must have been yesterday, yeah, that I went to a different ER, and I'm not an ER shopper by any stretch, but I thought because this particular ER was in the same group as my headache specialist in Gainesville, that they would see each other's notes and I wouldn't run into as many problems. That was incorrect. He was willing to give me everything except for pain medication. Now, listen, girl, king, whatever, whoever's listening. I'm a drug addict. I've been in recovery for 35 years. I suffer with chronic, debilitating migraines on a daily basis. So our literature says to not be a martyr. I am not being a martyr, but I also try to really try to stay on the beam when it comes to medication. But it's not that easy. It's just not that easy. The state of our country, I don't know how long. I pretty much since everyone found out that opioids weren't going to be like the magic the magic bean that they thought it was going to be, and that it just made all these addicts, it made all sorts of addicts that may or may not have existed. So saying that, I totally get it that doctors have to be more thorough and more sure that they're writing medications for people who actually need them and not just Joe Blow who threw his back out or whatever, you know what I mean? Over the years, I had been getting 10 pills a month to manage my pain, and that was not to break migraines, it was not to cure migraines, it was not to do anything magical except for the shelf or the life of that medication through my body lasts about 4 to 6 hours. And in that time, I'm able to sleep. And sometimes I can sleep through the pain for a while before the pain wakes me up. And that is a necessity. Sleep is a necessity. And let me tell you, I have the sleep stuff. I have all the sleep stuff. All the sleep stuff you can think of, I have it. I've tried it, done it. Benadryl, NyQuil, melatonin, sleepy time tea, with all of its accoutrements, with all of its wonderful things that are in that. I love sleepy time tea. I drink that every day. But yeah, I have Ambien. I have a prescription for Klonopin. Now, I'm not saying I take these things all the time, but when I'm feeling like this and I can't sleep and days and days and days go by or I don't sleep, I feel like that's an emergency. When I went to the emergency room, I feel like they should have said, that's an emergency. You can't go so many days without sleep. You just can't. You'll lose your ever-loving mind. So, yeah, maybe I'm getting a couple minutes here and there. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's not straight through the night. It feels like it's straight through the night that I'm not sleeping. Mostly because I have dogs and I end up watching something because, what else am I gonna do at 3 in the morning? I'll try meditating. I'll try Believe me, okay? Um, so I went there and they would not give me pain medication. No one, seemingly no one in Florida would like to give me pain medication for any circumstances. I mean, I've been to a couple of different, just the two different hospitals. I had been going to a different hospital before. And they're wonderful there. And you know, in the I don't want to use the word pity, but the pity I get, because a lot of people know what it's like to have a migraine for a few hours. I had a migraine today for a few hours. I don't know what a migraine for a few hours feels like. I know what a migraine for 42 days feels like. And yes, according to peer-reviewed journals, opiates and opioids are not recommended for treatment uh, in migraine. Um, and and I agree. I understand the whole process of rebound headaches, um, or you know, if you take too much pain medication, it can cause chronification. I understand all of that. But I'm not looking for much. I really am not. I just need somebody to give me enough pain meds so I can close my fucking eyes. So I can close my eyes and go to sleep and maybe not be in pain while I'm asleep. Like I need the medical community to understand. Yes, there's drug seekers. Yes, I get that. I get all that. Believe me, I get all that. I sponsor all that. I I I know. But then there's people like me, and there's people like my sister who has MS, and there's another friend of mine who I know who has MS, and other people with other chronic illnesses. Which, you know, drop your chronic illness in the comments, please. Because I don't think there's one. Um, I don't think anybody who has one doesn't have another one. Because I have like arthritis and fibromyalgia and I don't know, some sort of ankylosing spondyle, whatever. My my tailbone, some of the bones in my tailbone are not going the way they're supposed to go. Um. Anyway, that's off topic. So I don't know how obvious I slabbed on the jam of my low is that I feel like shit. Um I considered using drugs, like street drugs, yesterday. I've I don't I don't think in my 35 years clean have I ever considered finding street drugs, because it's the only thing that's gonna fucking help me, because the doctors won't help me. But I didn't do it. I called my sponsor. I did what I was supposed to do. I've been, I did some stuff today that I needed to do. My neurologist has, decided to give me a compounding medication, a nasal spray, that he thinks might help. So I'm gonna try that for a while. And tomorrow I deal with mental health. My high for today is that I've been in Florida since June, I think May or June. I've made maybe 2 or 3 friends that aren't my family members. And let me tell you how grateful I am for these people. There's a woman in the neighborhood. She walks my dogs for me when I can't. She just comes over, checks in on me, makes sure I'm okay. Like, I don't know. I don't know what I would do without her. And there's a woman that I go to meetings with who occasionally will shoot me a text, and we've been sort of, phone tagging it with trying to make plans to go out for coffee or something, but baby steps. I need to feel better. Before I do that. Don't mind my dogs. They feel the need to be in all videos. If it's not their cute little faces, it's gonna be their big loud voices. So there's a Scooby. That's a Scooby dog right there. Scooby. Who acts way more like Scrappy Doo than Scooby Doo, but we kept Scooby because anyway. And my old man Otis is out in the other room. Yeah, so yesterday I was like on my knees in desperation, like I wanted to buy drugs from somebody. I didn't even care if I died from it. Like that's not me. That's not who I am. That's not my heart. Like, I've been depressed. Like, big D. Depression hurts. Me and depression are very intimate. I understand it very well. And, yesterday it was rough. I was gonna get high. I was gonna kill myself. I was gonna something just to make it end. I have children who I would never do that to. Thank whoever you believe in, Gaia, Allah, God, whoever. Yeah. Thank God for them, because I was terrified. I was terrified that I was going to do that. Just because I want relief from my pain. How fucked up is that? I can't just go to the ER and say, listen, I haven't slept in so many days. And the more days that I don't sleep, the level of being able to deal with the pain decreases. Like, as the days go on, I don't know if my headache's worse or if I just am not dealing with it as well. But I just know that I don't want your fucking thoughts and prayers. I want I want somebody to figure it out. Figure it out. There's so much money that goes into headache research. I mean, granted, it's a newer thing, and I just... I'm not a deserve... I don't think people deserve things because, you know, bad people get good things and good people get bad things, so that whole deserve thing doesn't really sit 100% well with me. But I don't fucking deserve this. I don't deserve this shit. I'm a good person. I spent the last 35 years of my life trying to better myself, to try to make myself the best version of who I could be. Like, I, I stopped hanging with the wrong people. I stopped getting into trouble. I took chances and had relationships and fell in love and had kids and, three of the most amazing, beautiful men on the planet are my three sons. Yeah, you get it. I love them. Um, I was trying to not do this because once I start doing this, it's hard to stop it. And it's hard to make sense. I don't know if you can understand me. Anyway, my highs today. Spending money I didn't have on two cute outfits at a thrift store because you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just need to buy that top. God, I just sounded old. Sometimes you just need to buy that top. No, sometimes you just need to buy that shirt. Or Dickies. I got myself some Dickies. Yeah. And that I spoke with the youngest of my brood on the phone today. And it was amazing to hear his voice. The hardest part about being in Florida, you know, besides the beautiful weather and all the really sweet people that wave hi and stuff, the hardest part is that my kids are in Massachusetts. Durr, Massachusetts. What am I saying? Boston strong. Boston strong, kid. It's wicked pissa. Wicked pissa. Anyway. I'm not sure I have more to say. I think that might be it. I really suck at this whole making video things. I don't edit my videos. I don't rewatch my video before I post it. I spit out what's in my heart. And when my heart is done talking, then I'm done talking. So you're getting a raw version of me. This wonderful, beautiful creature you see in front of you, who is complicated and happy and sad, and you know, I'm a multitude of wonderful emotions. But today sadness and frustration and anger are sitting on my heart. I don't know what the answers are. I don't know if anybody knows what the answers are. Part of me feels like the answer should be doctors should be able to do whatever the fuck they want that they are licensed to do, regardless. Like, obviously, they can't, like, do open heart surgery in the middle of Walmart. I don't mean that. I just mean within the parameters of doctoring, doctors should be able to decide what I need. Doctors should be able to decide what treatments I need. Doctors should be able to decide. Doctors should be the ones who sit on the panels at insurance companies, which is filled with not doctors, deciding whether you need or don't need a medication, procedure, insert, whatever it is, thing here. Most people don't have any, they're not doctors. How can they make those decisions? It's all, they're making money decisions. We're trying to make life decisions. Like, my teeth. This is an embarrassing thing. My dog ate my dentures, so I no longer have dentures. So I walk around with a big gaping hole in my tooth. See? Eee. But because I'm on Medicaid, I can get replacement dentures, but I can't get those ones that they screw into your face because, I don't know, it's too expensive or something. I don't know. But I just feel like what my dentist thinks I need is probably what I need, and it's probably what should be covered. Same with glasses. I'm not going to go in and be like, oh, this is my prescription, crumple, and throw it out. Okay, well, I'm just going to go use these. Like, do eye doctors just not run into that problem? Where, like, they're running into all sorts of stoplights everywhere? I don't know. I'm rambling. She's a rambling. Anyway, I have a migraine. I don't know if I'm making any sense. I'm pretty sure I sound a little bit kooky. Which, is on brand. I'm a little bit kooky. A little bit kooky. A little bit rock and roll. Anyway, I'm gonna sign off for this evening. I hope that you all are well and that you are taking time for self-care. Please take care of yourself. I, I, I'm not one for jumping on bandwagons unless I like a particular bandwagon, and one of them is go outside and touch grass. I go outside, I sit in the grass with my dogs for a good 15-20 minutes every morning, and it centers me. It starts my day, and yeah, touch grass. I'm not going to be the only person or the first person to tell you that today, but touch grass. All right? And peace. Hopefully I'll be back sooner than later. Bye.